Hey everybody! Today we are going to be looking at my most recent eBay book haul. I have a bunch of new books to share with you, so let's get into it. So hi, my name is Talia. I am the Bandana Book Mom. I'm really excited because my last book haul was a book haul I did at Goodwill, and I originally intended to go to Goodwill to find books that were currently on my TBR, but instead I just ended up finding more books to add to my TBR, and my TBR just got longer with great finds, but not books I intended to pick up. So for my next haul, I went straight to eBay and picked up books from my TBR to build up my physical collection so that I can do some more reading. So let's get into it. We'll start with the fantasy. Most of the books I picked up were fantasy, and then I have 2 historical fiction and 1 mystery as well. So first, let's go with this one. This is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I don't know a lot about this book. This was found, I can't remember which booktuber, but I was looking up books for beginning fantasy readers at one point, and this book came up. And I looked it up on Goodreads. It has like 800,000 reviews and 4.52 stars. So a lot of good reviews happening here. I know it's about like a young talented man who grows up to be a very powerful wizard, and basically his story. It's big and thick, so that's a good one. Next we have Scythe. This also I found out about on BookTube. I think all of these actually I found out about on BookTube, and I don't remember like who recommended them and where they originally came from, where I first found out about them from, but all of these I found by watching my fellow booktubers. This one I've seen on several channels. So this is called Scythe. It's by Neil Schusterman. And in this book, we are living in a world where they've basically conquered death. You don't die from getting sick anymore or getting harmed or murder or cancer or anything like that. And we've kind of conquered all the ways that you can die. You can be saved from whatever ailment comes upon you. But the population has pretty much gotten too big for the earth. So there are scythes who choose which people die and are in charge of basically killing them. Oh, here's Madeline. I usually lock the cats up when I film, but she was just acting like she needed more attention today. So do you want to say hi? This is Madeline. Off you go. So this story follows 2 teens who are basically chosen to be scythes, and them learning about basically going through the process of how to choose who to die. And sounds a little bit out of my normal comfort zone, but I have heard so many good things about this book that I really want to give it a try. So we will see how it goes. Let's see. Next we have The Girl Who Drank the Moon. I've also heard really good things about this. This is about, there's a town on the edge of the forest, and every year they take a child, one of their newborn babies, to the edge of the forest and sacrifice it, leave it there basically, for the witch who lives in the forest. And they think that by doing this, they're keeping the witch happy and keeping them like harm from coming upon their city. However, the witch comes every year and finds this baby and is like, why are these people leaving this baby? And she takes it and gives it to the village on the other side of the forest for them to take care of the baby. Well, one year she takes the baby, and as she's taking it to the other side of the forest, I guess she somehow gives it moonlight instead of whatever she normally gives it to nourish it on the way to the trip. And so the baby gets these magical powers. So this book is about the girl growing up with the magical powers from that. Let's see, we'll do Graceling next. Another book I've heard really good things about on BookTube. All of these books I'm so excited to read. Like, opening this box was really exciting for me. Also, sorry if you can hear the child singing. I usually film my kids are on quiet time when I'm filming most of the time, but sometimes they're not very quiet. One is out there, he's singing one of the songs from Octonauts, and he's just having a great time, so I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty funny. So Graceling is another fantasy book. Graceling is about a girl who is a graceling, and she's one of the rare people in her land born with like special abilities. It says she's been able to kill a man with her bare hands since she was 8 years old. And she is supposed to have a life of privilege, but she is forced to work as the king's thug. So this is about her life and story. Okay, this one I bought basically just because of the cover. This book I saw on Vanadia Silverscribe's channel. I love her channel. She talks about so many magical books and has got me so excited about especially like middle grade fantasy. It's just so fun to read. And anyways, when she held up this book, I was like, I have to have it. It's just the most beautiful cover. And it came in such good condition too. You never know with eBay. I try to go like good or very good quality books. Sometimes they still come a little bit torn up, but this is like really good quality. So this is about 3 cursed sisters, and that's about all I know. But it was given high reviews by Vanadia, so I'm gonna check it out. Mysterious Benedict Society. This is another middle grade fiction book. Are you a gifted child looking for special opportunities? So this basically article saying that appears in the newspaper, and then all these gifted children come to try to become part of the Mysterious Benedict Society. This is also a very widely recognized middle grade fiction book. And I feel like I'm very behind the times for not having read it yet, but it's in my collection now. So we will be reading this soon. We already talked about that one. Okay, so that's it for fantasy. We have 2 historical fictions now. This one is The Other Einstein. This is about Albert Einstein's wife, and she was a very intelligent human being as well. There are actually like rumors in the scientific community that she may or may not have been responsible for some of Albert Einstein's ideas, but because of the time frame that they were living in, that was not public knowledge. So not sure if that's true or not, but this story is about her and her brilliance and just what it was like being married to Albert Einstein. So I'm really excited to take a peek at that one as well. Another historical fiction we have Beneath a Scarlet Sky by Mark Sullivan. This is about a teen, it's a World War II based on a true story historical fiction. So we have an Italian teen who is growing up, just living the normal Italian teen life. And then the war starts. He works as part of like the Underground Railroad at some point, helping Jews to escape over the Alps. And then his parents, wanting to keep him safe, have him join the German army. And he then becomes one of Hitler's personal drivers. So he is like working, personal drivers, working for Adolf Hitler. So he ends up becoming a spy for Adolf Hitler during this time. So I'm super excited to read this. I love historical fiction, especially when it's like centered on a person that actually took place, a person that actually existed. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this one as well. Okay, last but not least, I got another Agatha Christie book because I finished reading, and then The Renan was like the only highlight of my past chunk of reading, as you saw in my last recent reads video. Loved it, and I had to pick up another. So this is Murder on the Orient Express. This is about a train that's going through somewhere and gets stopped by a snowdrift, and then a murder happens, and they find this guy, like, I think it's stabbed to death on the inside of his train cabin, or whatever it's called. What is it called? His compartment, his train compartment. And it's locked from the inside, and they have no idea what happened to it, but they know that whoever did this is still in the train because they are caught in a snowdrift. So they're basically trying to solve what happened. And this is a Poirot novel, so this will be my first one with the Detective Poirot. So I'm excited about that one as well. I don't know how many times I said excited in this video, but probably a lot, because I got a lot of excellent books. So now I just have to get organized and figure out what I'm gonna read next. I have to go back, and I think I'll do some sort of TBR game. I'm gonna put my Goodwill book haul and this eBay book haul together and develop a plan for May and see what I'm gonna read next, because there is a lot of good books in my house now. So that's all I have to say for today. I hope you are having a great day wherever you are. I hope you make at least a few minutes for yourself to read a good book. And if you are having a bad hair day, just don't bother with it. Just always wear a bandana. Bye.